Hey everybody, how's it going? JitteryJay here. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Today we're checking out Louis C.K. Too Old for Drugs. This was a recent request, very recent actually, as in I think today or yesterday. I can't remember which. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Before we get started, as always, we're going to hit the like and subscribe buttons on the original video. That's the important part. It's to show support wherever we go. All of Lewis's links will be in the description below, as well as a link to the original video, so you can go check it out on your own. That being said, let's get into this and see what he's got for us this time.
A lot of my memories I don't like. I don't like when I was a teenager. I hated all that time. I hated being a teenager. And then I discovered drugs. And then that's all I gave a shit about.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to tell my kids. How the fuck do you compete with that? How do you take a miserable person with no control over their lives and tell them with a straight face, oh, you can't do drugs. You can't do that, baby.
Right.
All drugs are a perfect solution to every problem you have right now. How do you beat that? Drugs are so fucking good.
He's got a point. Especially nowadays, there's even more of them out. It seems like there's a new drug hitting the streets every day, as far as what the news tells you. Anyway, but from what I can gather, I think it's at least one a day. I think it's more hitting different strains of drugs that are hitting, but it's all getting more dangerous out there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. He's got a point though. How do you tell your kids not to do something that you did? You know what I mean? You try to pass along those experiences and your failures as well as your successes. That way they can learn from your mistakes as well. But it doesn't always sink in. Trust me. I know this from experience. It doesn't always sink in. Anyway, let's get back to this.
How do you beat that? Drugs are so fucking good that they'll ruin your life. I mean,
Right.
that's how good they are. I can't do drugs now because I'm 44, and I can't hook it up. I can't make that happen. If you're 44 and you want to get high, you got to hurt your back. That's pretty much the only option you have. Hurt your back, get some Percocet, and then you go, I'm gonna get a babysitter and take 3 at a diner. Like, just sad. I'm a little drowsy. Woo!
Yeah. My bad thing is I've been on pain pills for so long that Percocet doesn't touch me. They gave me one at the hospital when I messed my wrist up. And I told him, it's like, I don't need anything for pain. I'm on plenty of painkillers. The Percocet that she gave me didn't even faze me. It's like it didn't phase the pain. It didn't phase me at all. And she was surprised by it. And I said, look, I take pain pills on a daily basis. I am used to pain. I have a very intimate relationship with pain. And it's like some pain medications don't even work for me anymore, especially the ones I'm on. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. They always want to try something new, even when the insurance won't pay for it.
I never really could have like I wish I was a drunk. Like that, I love romantically the idea of being a real drunk in my bathrobe all day. Everybody who loves me is always crying. He's destroying himself. I can't watch anymore. Shut up, dude.
It's
Showing up at my kid's school play halfway through. You show who you are, baby! I wish I could be that guy. But I can't drink because I just get tired. I go to sleep. I don't know how people drink and then do shit. Like when I see movies or TV shows where there's people in an office having a power meeting and they're clink, clink, they're making a drink in the daylight with a tie on. Well, Senator, hope you play ball with us in this construction deal, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I'll see what's in it for me. How is the next scene not all those...
Why did that almost sound like Bush Jr.? It almost sounded uncannily like George Bush Jr. Uh, what's in it for me? Uh, anyway, he's got a point when you think about it. I don't see how people drink during the day. I used to drink socially every great once in a while, but I was the same way. I'd get tired. That would be about it. And it's I don't really like being out of control, so I never drank that much to get out of control. Well, I did when I was younger, but yeah, once I got a little bit older, like into my 30s and stuff, it's like I wasn't I wasn't really drinking socially. I just every great once in a while when I went out, I would drink, but even then it wasn't that much. I just never had the type of personality for it, I guess.
Like they're making a drink in the daylight
But
with
he's
a
got a
tie
point.
on. Well, Senator, hope you play ball with us in this construction deal, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I'll see what's in it for me.
It sounds like George
How is
Bush
the
Jr.
next scene not all those people just lying on the floor like, oh, fuck,
Right?
I can't believe I drank whiskey at noon.
Right? Mine was always tequila.
I can't smoke pot because it's the same thing. I'm too old for it. Sometimes young people come up to me after shows. Hey, do you want to smoke some pot? I'm
You're never
like, can I
too
get my
old.
portion to smoke without you alone later? Because I don't want to stand in a parking lot with some 20-year-olds.
Right?
Last time I got high, I was in Kansas City, and I got high because I was in Kansas City, and it was shitty. So after the show, so these kids that worked at the club, they're like, you want to smoke some pot? I'm like, yes. So I'm standing in a parking lot with these kids, like 20 years old, and we're smoking a joint. And I'm taking huge hits because I had no idea. I didn't know they've been working on this shit like it's the cure for cancer. I didn't understand the fucking technology that's gone into making pot so powerful. Because when I was a kid, you could just smoke a joint for a while. Now you
Right.
take 2 hits and you go insane. It's not doable anymore.
He makes a again. He makes a good point. I can remember the stuff we used to get when I was a kid was nothing compared to what I'm getting now. Uh, it was half as strong. It was half as potent. Uh, it didn't even smell the same as what you get now. What you get now is so much more condensed. I think it's just it's unreal how strong it's gotten over the years. I can remember shit. I can remember sitting around with my buddy and smoking three or four joints at a time to get the same buzz that I get now just from smoking a bowl, and it's crazy. So I get where he's coming from with that.
And you go
But you're never too old.
insane. It's not doable anymore. And I was taking big hits, like big 1970s jean jacket, Bad Company hits. Here come the jesters, 1, 2, 3. It's all part of my fantasy. And I'm like, yeah. And even the kid with the wooden hole of no ear, the absence of flesh in his ear with wood, I don't know what that is.
I never.
Even he was like, "That
got
you should be
those
careful.
either.
That's a lot of pot. That's very strong marijuana." Yeah, I'm fine. Running with the devil, just fucking. And in about 10 seconds, everything just.
I can imagine.
Oh, shit. This is an ordeal now. I'm not going to feel okay for a very long time. And everybody's just standing around and talking, and I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that I look like this.
I wish I could see this. I wish there was a video to go along with this. I would love to see this part, but he's got a point. That first one when you first get back into it, yeah, that first one will fuck you up, just because of how strong it's gotten compared to the way it used to be. You hit like you used to back in the day, and yeah, you get tore up from the floor up real fast.
Hoping that I look like this.
So I wish I could see him right now.
But I'm pretty sure that I was just scanning insanely. I was actually counting, like, look at her for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to him. 5, 4, 3, 2. Randomize. Don't go in the same direction. 5, 4, 3. Nod your head. That looks like you're listening if you nod your head. Ha ha ha.
Sounds like you got a little paranoid.
And at one point I realized I need to get out of here because the air is hitting my arm weirdly and they can tell. They totally know that I'm not handling the way air is touching my arm right now. Why am I doing that with my hand? That's weird to do that with your hand. Nobody stands like this. Nobody stands like this. Just fucking, no, that's weird too. That's crazy. Just.
I can imagine.
I gotta go. But I didn't know how to leave because I had this dilemma. We're all standing in a perfect circle facing each other. And I thought it's gonna be insane if I just turn I'm one person with my back now.
All right.
Do I just back away like this and hope that they fill in? And then I thought, no, say something. Say something out loud to them that smooths the transition of you leaving.
All right.
Okay, what do I say? Pick a thing to say. Goodbye. That's a nightmare. That's just goodbye. That's just noises. Finally, I walked away and I said, I'm leaving! And I know it was that bad because they all went, oh, shit, okay, all right. Oh. Like, I'll never see those people again as long as I live. And then I had to get in the car. I forgot that I had rented a car, and I have to drive back to the hotel.
Oh, shit.
And I'm driving on this highway in Missouri. And at one point I realized, I think it's been about 25 minutes since I looked out the front window of this car. I've just been dealing with shit directly in.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's a whole spectrum of responsibility out here. I'm supposed to take part in this. And then at one point, I remember I was at a drive-thru, and I was terrified because there's a lady sticking her head out a window, and she's mad. She's going, sir, sir. I just kept saying, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I had the window closed. I had no fucking idea. What part of the transaction am I? Did I pay yet? Have I ordered? Have I been sitting here for 40 minutes just eating at the window and I ate the paper and everything? Sir! And I just went, I don't want it! And I just fucking bolted.
This is good. Always did like that. Man. Now that's the story. Oh, goodness. My sides are hurting right now. I always did like Lewis. Despite the trouble he got himself into. But, anyway, this was absolutely hilarious. Oh, my God. Like I said, my face hurts, my sides hurt. Of course, my hand's shaking like crazy because I haven't medicated because I'm on a tolerance break until after my surgery, in which case, since they're going to be doing surgery on my stomach and I don't really want to be coughing after that, it's going to be strictly edibles after I get done with surgery. I've already decided that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This was, like I said, this was absolutely hilarious. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this one in the comments. And let me know what else I need to look for, and I'll get there as soon as I can. That is just about going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.